Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, and I'd like to thank the Honourable Salik Wabin for his question, basically on what the Ministry is doing to monitor flooding and to raise awareness of the things that the general public need to look at. I think we're very grateful in the Ministry that with the coming out of the Fiji Met Service to be part of the Ministry, we also have access to the people that specialize in hydrology that are part of the Fiji Met. And this is the key tool that we use to try to make sure that people that we can monitor flooding. As part of that Met unit, they have a hydrological unit, and our focus now is on expanding this hydrological unit. A hydrological unit does two things. It keeps track of rainfall, and it keeps track of the level of water in all of our major rivers and streams that lead to flood basins all across the country. Currently, we have 40 of these hydrological telemetry stations installed in various parts of Fiji, Western Division, and also in the Northern Division and in the Central Division. And every year, we're looking to add an additional 7 stations, so we can increase the coverage, so we can keep track of the volume of rainfall that is falling all across Fiji, so we can see where the likely floods are going to take place in the likely flood basin. So once again, in the new budget year, we'll be looking at another 7 additional sites to complement the 40 that we have already. The new ones will be located mostly in Vanua and also in the Nambotini Flats in Serua. As we know that, this year that we had some floods in that particular area. So we're continually looking to expand our hydrology network. Next year, we'll be seeing additional sites that we hope to do in the Conroe, in Bua, and also in the Nambotini Flats. The current practice of forecasting of floods, Mr. Speaker, sir, it depends on looking at the various levels of the rivers as we keep track of the rising of the level of the water in the rivers. Different rivers in Fiji, different streams, we have different levels which we issue alerts if the water rises to a certain degree, and then a warning when it reaches another level. For instance, in Nambukaluka, if the water rises by around 4 meters, an alert is issued. And if it rises 5 meters, then a warning is issued. So when a warning is issued, you can be sure that there's a high likelihood of a flood taking place. Flash floods are caused by many different things: intense rainfall from slow-moving thunderstorms, tropical cyclones, rainfall over hills and mountains, conditions of the soil, too much water already in the soil. So these are things that we always have to be able to track. One of the new tools that has been brought in by the Met now is the development of the Fiji Flash Flood Guidance System. Fiji Flash Guidance System. This is a system that will allow us to keep track of the likelihood of floods. People that were involved in the discussions on monitoring Tropical Cyclone Sarai will see that the Met now has a tool where they've mapped out all the likely flood areas in Fiji. They demarcated them into small units, and we can track at this point in time where there's likelihood of a flood taking place. And we issue the advisories and the warnings, and we hope that the members of the public will pay special attention to all these warnings that are given out. Because, you know, when we have cyclones, the biggest disaster that always happens in Fiji is not the cyclone winds, it's the floods. They happen much more frequently. We're now fine-tuning our tools to be able to forecast these floods, and as a result of this, we hope to be able to keep our people safe and save our infrastructure, save the people in this country. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.